Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahweh, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called Sign of the End Times, Biblical News, Volume 241. And in this edition, we're going to speak about the 39 missing children, aka Operation Not Forgotten. With everything that's happening today with the COVID, with the police brutality, with the domestic violence, with the protesting of professional sports, there's a lot of things that's going on that is to the point you can't keep up with everything. And in the midst of everything that's happening, we also have children that have been missing. We still have sex trafficking when it comes to children. We still have parental kidnappings. We still have a society where there's unknown registered sex offenders close by these schools, close by these daycares, close by these neighborhoods. You also have drugs, weapons, custodial interferences. It's a lot of different things that's going on pertaining to the effect and detriment of children. And most recently, according to U.S. Marshals in Georgia, they were able to recover 39 missing children based off their Operation Not Forgotten. Apparently, these kids have been missing for a while. And like I said, this is just one of the many things that's going on in the world as we live in today. And most people are not privy to this. If you happen to go to a Walmart, most Walmarts, like in the white areas, in the suburban areas, in the white dominated communities, you'll see on their bulletin board missing children. You don't necessarily see it in the urban communities where Jake is, but usually in the Elvis communities and the suburban communities, you see they have a missing children's chart in their store. And so back when I was a little kid, they used to have the milk carton, the kids on the milk carton, and then they used to have the little flyers, missing children. This is a serious thing. It hasn't stopped. Actually, it has gotten worse. But due to Operation Not Forgotten, ran by the U.S. Marshals of Georgia, let's just say the U.S. Marshals of Georgia were able to find these children, these 39 missing children. And the individuals that are responsible for these missing children, the perpetrators, they have been charged with sex trafficking, parental kidnapping. Some of these individuals, were sex offenders and violated they violated that. So you had that. Also charges of drug possession, weapons, and also custodial interference, man. So all of this contributed to the influence and the way they were able to strong arm these 39 missing children. So people, do not be ignorant. With all the crimes that's going on, don't forget about the little ones. And speaking of the little ones, in Matthew 18:6, Yahweh spoke specifically about the little ones. And he said, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea, man. You see that? That's cold-blooded, man. The first thing Yahweh spoke about in Matthew 18:6, it says, whoso shall offend? Whoso shall put a stumbling block? Whoso shall entice his children to sin? Okay? Which believe in him, it would be better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Okay? It says, who shall offend one of these little ones? The little ones that it's speaking about is the young children. Okay? So think about it, man. When you look at what has happened, the first thing it says, offend. Okay? Put a stumbling block, entice these little ones, these young children to sin, aka to another example of offending the little ones is sending them on a path of ruin. Okay? Sending these little young children on a path of ruin, setting these children up for stumbling blocks, enticing these children to sin. And how do you do that? Getting them involved in sex trafficking. That's prostituting these kids, man. That's causing them to sin. That's causing them to go on a path of ruin. And then a lot of times to control these kids is just like you control adults. You drug them up, man. You drug them up, man. So if you're a parent, dude, there's no way this would be quiet. There's no way you would not hear the madness that's going on. I mean, you got the Amber Alert, but come on, man. The Amber Alert can't keep up with all these kids that's missing, all these kids that have been abducted. I mean, they don't even really speak about it too much because it's happening so rapid, man. But this is a clear sign of the end times that, you know, it's a whole plethora of children that is out here missing. You understand me? And all we hearing on the news is COVID. All we hearing about who gonna be in the White House. All we hearing about the protesting. All we hearing about is what's happening with the jobs, what's happening with schools and colleges. But nobody is talking about these missing children, man. It's cold-blooded, man. And then when you go down to Matthew, in the same chapter 18, verse 14, man, Yahushua even took it a step further. He said, even so, it is not the will of your Father, Yahweh, which is in heaven, that one of these little ones should perish. One of these little ones should be destroyed. One of these little ones given over to eternal misery. One of these little ones put to death. You see that? That's not the will of Yahweh. But see, you have these creeps, these weirdos, these perverts, man. They are setting our children up to be destroyed, aka given over to eternal misery, man. Yeah, it's cold-blooded, man. It's cold-blooded. What's the name of the word? Sign of the End Times, Biblical News, volume 241. And in this edition, we're going to speak about the 39 missing children, a.k.a. Operation Not For 39 missing children located, a.k.a. Operation Not Forgotten, man. You know, I want to close it out. Before I close it out, I want to grab Proverbs 23 and 12, man. And we're going to close it out, man. In Proverbs 23, verse 12, and it reads, apply thy heart unto instruction, and thy ears to the words of knowledge, man. In other words, bring your mind to instruction, and at the same time, have your ears be knowledgeable to sayings, man. You know, your ears have to be open to knowledgeable sayings. All right. And in this word, if you're a parent, man, you really need to have your ears knowledgeable to what's happening, man. This sex trafficking and kidnapping of our children is really happening. You see? And so, with that being said, if you can receive that, if you can hear that, now you have to bring your mind to the proper instruction, aka protect your kids. Go whatever measures that you have to take to protect them. Make sure they're safe at all time. I mean, I see kids, man. It's ridiculous. I get up for work every morning. It's, the schools is not open right now, but during the school year, man, I would be on my way to work, and I would see several kids. I'm talking about little bitty kids walking by themselves to school. It's like, dude, these people is crazy out here, man. I wish I would let either one of my daughters or granddaughter, for that matter, go to school by themselves in the community, in the climate that we are in today. I live in a decent area. It's a fairly decent neighborhood where I live at. But still, I can live in the richest neighborhood, and I'm still not going to be careless like that. I mean, you see it all the time, man. You see these kids on the bus stop by themselves waiting for a yellow bus to pick them up. Any type of pervert, any type of person that's on that sex trafficking and kidnapping, dude, they can pull up in a van. What your kid do? Your kid can't fight this person off. And this is what they do. They prey on parents that's out here slipping, man. They watching these kids every day, and then they making up their mind. This today, I'm going to get this one, that one, and that one. And that's what's happening, man. Parents, listen, man, you got to step your game up, dude, because you do not want to be sitting at home looking stupid with your kid being kidnapped and missing simply because you wasn't on your job, man. Watching them, protecting them, putting them in the best position, man. Let me get ready to close it out, man. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters was edified by this word, and we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out, man. Shalom.